Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams Baseball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Rams live from Raceland, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show. Raceland Rams Baseball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from a beautiful sun-drenched field here in Raceland, Kentucky at Rams Stadium. Welcome into pregame coverage as we get you set for 63rd District action tonight. Game number 2 of the series between the Lewis County Lions and the Raceland Rams. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here as Raceland sits at 13-4, winners of 6 straight. They are currently 3-0 in district play. They sit all atop at the top of the 63rd after Russell defeated Greenup County last night. So Greenup at 2-1, Russell's at 1-2, Lewis County sits at 0-3. Lewis rolls in at 3-12. They've lost 4 consecutive, including that 19-3 loss last night. Rams pounded out 15 hits. They dented the board 10 times in the 4th inning to come away with the lopsided win in 4 innings of work. We'll take a break. We come back when we meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. 63rd District matchup, game number 2 between Lewis County and Raceland. And our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
Back here at Raceland as we get you set for the Lions and the Rams. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start first with Seth Wallingford's Lewis County Lions. Leading things off and playing center field, number 1, Connor Plank. Batting second and playing left field is number 4, Bob McGlone. Batting third at shortstop, number 15 is Kyron Ferguson. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman of Cam Ferris. Batting fifth as the designated hitter is number 9, John Reeder. Batting sixth at third base, number 10, Zane Smike. Batting seventh at first base is number 3, Brody Detillion. Batting eighth and catching is number 33, Parker Jordan. And batting ninth in right field is number 0, Bryson Toller. Again, Plank, McGlone, Ferguson, Ferris, Reeder, Smike, Detillion, Jordan, and Toller. Now let's take a look at Marty Mills' Raceland Rams. Shuffled the lineup around last night. Worked out pretty well. They put out a total of 15 hits, including 4 doubles in that lineup. Caden Shore will lead things off. He'll play first base. Landon Bloss is at third base. He'll bat second. Connor Thacker bats third, playing left field. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Eli Lind. Batting fifth is the designated hitter is Brigham Davison. Batting sixth and playing second base, Michael Pennington. Batting eighth at shortstop is Parker Ison. He'll be wearing number 11 tonight. Batting eighth in right field is Cade Coldiron, and batting ninth and playing center field is Gunnar Smith. Shore, Bloss, Thacker, Lind, Davidson, Pennington, Ison, Cold Iron, and Smith. Davidson will be hitting for the pitcher of Briar Parsons, who will be wearing 16 tonight instead of 13. So that's our starting lineups. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for first pitch. The 9U Ramblers in the house tonight. They'll be heading out with the guys when we get things ready to go here in this one. And we'll continue our coverage after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Go to Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Back here at Raceland, Lewis County finishing up their infield, and then we'll be ready to get things rolling. Lewis County back in action tomorrow night at home. They've got Fairview coming in at 6. Friday, they'll bring in Ashland. Then they will have Russell Monday and Tuesday next week. They go to Russell on Monday. Tuesday at home, we'll have that game right here on Kool TV. Wednesday, West Carter comes in, and then they are off until Friday, May 2nd, when they come in with East Carter. Go to Montgomery County on the 3rd. For the Rams, they will pack up and head to Owensboro as they'll go down and compete in the All-A-State tournament, defeating Pikeville Friday night in the All-A sectional, 5-2 down in Pikeville. So their next matchup will be Campbellsville in the quarterfinals. And then if they would win that game, they will play in the 8:30 semifinal on Sunday morning. And then the championship, if they would make it to there, is scheduled to play at 1:30 on Sunday. But before they get to that point, they got to take care of business here tonight. And then what would then set up a situation with a win by the Rams tonight to where they would only need one win next Monday or Tuesday against Greenup County to be able to secure the number 1 seed in the upcoming 63rd District Tournament. That will be right here at Raceland. Coming up in the latter part of May. Both head coaches making their way out to home plate. Bill Heberlin is on the dish. That is not Lane Hughes with him, though. He was on the arbiter as the field umpire tonight, but that is not Lane Hughes. I am unfamiliar of who that gentleman is, so I apologize for your name. But on the stuff that let me double check here and see if maybe there was an update from the last time I did I downloaded the officials. Nothing's easy anymore. It's all got to be difficult. Bill Heberlin's been doing this thing for a long time. He's a phenomenal job. Does a great job behind the plate. Mixture of sun and clouds tonight. Sun peeking through for the most part. The sun pops through. It gets a little warm. When it doesn't, you kind of need a little jacket or a sweatshirt a bit to put on to kind of take the chill out of the air. But, all right, Jason Bradshaw, who has been assigned to the game tonight. So Bill Huberlin and Jason Bradshaw as our two umpires. My crew tonight with me, Trey Collier, executive producer, and our camera operator tonight's Philip Roark. So Lions in the gray jerseys tonight, tops and bottoms, red lids. Raceland in the white throwback jerseys. Got the Baltimore Orioles looking hats. Again, the 9U Ramblers hanging out with the Rams. They're going to take the field with them when they go out in starting lineups. And we'll get them on through the announcements as well. They had a chance. They came in early, got a chance to go through some of the in and outs with the teams. So they got to go out to their normal positions and stuff, take some ground balls with the guys, and just kind of hang out and associate with them. Again, you're looking at that's the future of your program right there. And that's something that Raceland does a phenomenal job with, is it builds from its youth up. They put a tremendous amount of time into the youth programs, and it's why this program is the way it is. You know, it is no longer you put Raceland on your roster hoping that you come in and you're scheduling a victory that night. That's not the way it works. When Raceland rolls in right now, you're looking at one of the top teams in the 16th region. And it is that night in and night out of what you're going to get from the Rams. They pitch it well, they throw it well, they hit it well, they run well, and they're well coached. Marty Mills and I, we shared assistant coaching duties under Coach Randy Vanderhoof. And then when Coach Vanderhoof decided to finally hang it up after 187 years of coaching, Marty took over and has done a phenomenal job with the program since doing so. So Marty went to the head coaching side. I decided to take the other route, went to the broadcasting side. And it's much less hectic because I still get to do the great part of the game. I get to come out and do the game. Then I get to go home. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to come to practice. I'm like AI. We're not talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice, not a game.
Also playing first base, number 19, Brantley Holman. Batting second, the third baseman, number 20.
So the little guys get to go out and line up with their position that they typically play with as we'll go through the national anthem here. So we'll hang tight till we get all of those guys announced. Get to see them get to go run out.
Number 16, Max Akers, and number 1, Harrison Roar. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 14, Eli Lynn. Also the catcher, number 3, Carter Stapleton. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 12, Pregame Davidson. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington. Also playing second base, number 5, Easton Drake. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 11, Parker Ison. Also playing shortstop, number 10, Asher Roar.
That little kid looks like a shortstop. And you just tell when that kid's moving, number 10, that's your dude right there. He looks like a shortstop.
Number 14, Josiah Martin.
Again, that kid right there, if you're going to wear 14 on a baseball field, you better be running everywhere you go. I like to see it. There we go.
Number 28, Maverick Moore.
28 giving Gunnar Smith a run for his money going out to center field. All right, we'll step out for the national anthem. We'll play some baseball when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb, ricotta, and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Back here at Raceland as we get you set for 63rd District contest between the Raceland Rams and the Lewis County Lions. Let's take a look at the defense that'll line up for the Rams tonight. Left to right will be Connor Thacker, Gunnar Smith, and Kate Coldiron. Third to first, Landon Bloss, Parker Ice, and Michael Pennington, Caden Shore. Senior behind the dish is Eli Lynn, and he'll be joined by a fellow senior on the bump tonight of Briar Parsons.
Sponsored by Ram Pharmacy.
Parsons making his 8th appearance on the season with a 3-0 mark, a 2.67 ERA, 18 and a third innings of work, 14 hits, 14 strikeouts, 13 walks on the season. Has allowed 12 runs, only 7 of those have been earned. 3-pitch guy, pitcher only. Fastball, changeup, and a breaking ball. When he's on, he's tough to hit. He fills it up, lets his defense play behind him. It's one of the things, long, lanky right-hander that really gets on top of the ball and picks up a lot of velo as he's coming downhill with it. He's got a stellar defense that lines up behind him. He'll go to work on the top 3 of the order today for Seth Wallingford's Lewis County Lions of Plank, McGlone, and Ferguson. McGlone went yard yesterday in a 2-run bomb. Ferguson had a double that he nearly got out. It hit on the base of the fence on the fly downward. But Raceland just too much yesterday. 5 runs in the first. They played 3 in the second, added 1 more in the third, and then 10 runs in the 4th inning, in which they blew that game wide open and won it in 4, 19-3. So again, 2 more district games for each of these 2 teams coming up next Monday and Tuesday. Both teams will be on the road on Monday. Raceland travels to Lloyd and plays Greenup. Russell will entertain Lewis County. And then on Tuesday night, we'll have both home games. Raceland will bring Greenup here at 6 o'clock, and Lewis County will have Russell in town at 6 o'clock up in Vanceburg.
Now batting for Lewis County, Plank.
All right, we're ready to get things rolling here as Connor Plank does some handshakes at home plate. Like to see that out of that young man. He'll step in, a 275 hitter, 11 hits, 7 driven in with 2 doubles, 11 walks. He'll work from the left-handed side as Parsons 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off. Goes into his motion and misses wide for a ball, and this ball game is underway. 6:07 first pitch. Mixture of sun and clouds over top, 69 degrees with a slight breeze. Nothing to speak of, just a little bit of a breeze kind of coming back out of the left field corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Plank started the ball game off last night with a 4-pitch walk. Would come around to score on the RBI double from Ferguson. But Lewis County was held to only 3 hits last evening. Here's the 2-0. That's wide, ball 3, and that's something that Raceland pitchers have struggled with, is pitching to lefties. Davidson he did the same thing with Plank last night in the same at bat. 4 straight pitches, none of them were close, and put him on in the home first. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that one's downstairs and away, ball 4. So a leadoff walk has the man aboard of Connor Plank. That brings in Bob McGlone. McGlone batting .324 on the season. 11 hits, 3 driven in. 2 of those coming yesterday on that 2-run shot. Through the wind, too. The wind was kind of blowing out of the left field corner toward right field, and he pierced it through it all the way to get it out of there for a 2-run home run. That one's in there for a call strike. Look, you flip it around, put a right-hand batter in there, no problem. Plank with decent speed over at first, 9 of 11 on stolen base attempts. He did swipe a bag yesterday. Quick check of the runner back over at first, and he's in easily. Beautiful evening for baseball. Certainly beats the heck out of what we had here a week ago when we were battling wind and hail and thunderstorms and tornadoes that were trying to swirl up over top of us. And tonight we just get just a nice, wonderful evening here in April. So McGlone's behind 0-2. Plank aboard on the leadoff walk. Check scores around Major League Baseball coming up a little bit later on as well. A few games in action. Our Kool Sports Trivia question coming up as well in the top of the second inning. Plank with a healthy lead over at first base. Parsons will check him again. One game currently underway right now. Yankees and Guardians just getting going up in Cleveland. 4 games in the 6 o'clock hour that'll go as well. This one's down and in. 1-0. Struggling to find his location with his changeup. Padres are at the Tigers tonight. Reds at the Marlins. Orioles in Washington. And the Mariners are in Fenway with the Red Sox. Brian Bayo making his return off the IL for the first time of this season for the Red Sox. McGlone waits the 1-2. Chopped over toward third base. That's a foul ball. Good at bat here by Bob. I don't know why they call him Bob. His name's Braden, but he's always been Bob. You know, football season, basketball season, baseball, it's just Bob. And even you hear people in the stands say, let's go, Bob. So we just start needing to put his name in as Bob. No more Braden. Slaps this one through the hole on the left side and a base hit. So a good at-bat there by McGlone as he'll pick up a single, and Lewis County has runners at first and second base with nobody out, and Kyron Ferguson to the plate. This is the guy you want coming to the plate when you've got runners on. Leads the team in average at .405, 6 runs driven in on 17 hits, 2 doubles. He owns 2 of the 3 home runs by this Lewis County team this season. 2 on, nobody out for the Lions here in the first. He smacks this one over toward Bloss. He'll touch the bag, slide it back across, and get the double play. They had a chance at a triple play if they got him back. They did not get it. No, that is not the correct. That's not the correct call. He has retired back to the bag. The field umpire made a call because he thinks that's what it is. It was a pick play over here. If that was not a pick, it was. Yeah, it hit the ground, so that's a force out here. That's a force out here. The kid comes back. He's a runner at first base is safe. Yes, there's 2 outs. The batter is out. That is correct. Then the runner, he does not have to go to second base because as soon as the batter was out, then he was free to come back to his own accord. Yeah, that is the correct ruling. Heck of a play. If had they tagged the runner then the bag, that had a triple play. But what a heck of a play there by Landon Bloss to get the runner at third base. So Cam Ferris steps in, a .395 hitter. Just when you think you haven't seen it all, baseball will show you haven't seen anything yet. That would have been my first broadcasted triple play had it gone down. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So McGlone's over at first. And that right there, that play of what that has been the epitome of Lewis County this year. Just every time they get something rolling, something crazy happens. This is not a bad ball club. Their record is not indicative of what they have in the tank. They have a lot of great pieces there. It's just finding a way on that given night to get everything to line up the way that it needs to. You know, last week when I had them up against Greenup, it was a tight ball game there for the first little bit, and the wheels just fell off at a moment's notice. 1-1, lifted skyward straight back out of play, 1-2. So 1 on, 2 out now after Lewis County had runners at first and second with nobody out. And if Bloss had gone around the horn, he might have had a chance at the triple play. 1-2 pitch, that hits him. I heard that one thump him, and he's like, ow. So Ferris hit by the pitch. So a 2-out walk batter.
Now back for Lewis County, Reeder.
And now John Reeder steps in. It's weird. I've had Lewis the last couple of weeks, and Reeder coming in, you don't have Big John playing. 214 hitter, 9 hits, 5 driven in, 2 doubles, 2 on, 2 out. Reeder, big open stance. He starts in that back of the back of the box. He'll chop this one over toward third, and that's a foul ball. Landon Bloss is going to be a busy camper over there tonight, I got a feeling. St. Smike would go next if the inning continues. McGlone at second, Ferris out at first. McGlone with a single to left, and then was fortunate enough to get back to the bag and avoid a triple play on a ground ball sharply hit to the third baseman by Ferguson. 0-1 pitch right down the pipe, a called strike. 0-2. A little bit different look tonight. We moved our location of our camera to give you a better look into the batter. I like the look. I think we need to tighten it up a little bit. I think it could come in just a little. 0-2. Spike that one in the turf. Nice job there by Eli Lynn to box that one up, keeping in front of him. It's plays like that doesn't go in the scorebook, in the stat sheet anywhere. That's just a hustle play. That's your catcher there, your senior, wearing it on the chest and taking the pain and the bruises that comes with it to keep the runners at second and first base without allowing them to move over. And as a pitcher, you gotta respect that. That's what you like to have when you feel like you want to spike that 0-2 pitch or that 1-2 pitch in the turf and let them go. They got a guy picked off out at second base, and they did. Bob McGlone got leaning, and they do the spin and the takeaway out at second base. Mr. Hebelin explaining the same thing I did. So the batter, as he said it, the ball went to third base. The runner coming to third base was out. Then the batter going to first base at that point was then deemed out. The runner was then in between bases, which then allowed him to come back at that point because the runner going to first base was deemed out. So that's why first base was unoccupied, and that's the reason that McGlone was able to come back. We're through an inning, half of an inning. Scoreless. Raceland coming to bat after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at Raceland, go to the bottom of the first inning. Shore, Bloss, and Thacker due up. Let's take a look at the defense for Lewis County. Left to right, McGlone, Plank, and Toller. Third to first will be Spike, Ferguson, Ferris, and DeTillion. Parker Jordan behind the dish, and the right-hander of Hunter Bivens on the bump. Bivens, a senior, making his 8th appearance on the season with an 0-4 record, a 7.19 ERA, 24 and a third innings of work, 32 hits, 18 walks to 14 strikeouts, 36 runs allowed, 25 of those have been earned. So Caden Shore will start us off. It'll be Shore, Bloss, and Thacker. Shore, a tough night at the plate last night. Batting .395 on the season. And wears it off of that brand new shin guard. He had his mom go buy him a new shin guard for his ankle. There it is. The issue was when she bought it, it was white, and they're not allowed to wear solid white. So he literally today took a Sharpie and colored that entire thing in. He said, I'm tired of getting hit in the ankle. So Landon Bloss steps in now. That one's downstairs for a ball. I told Shore, I said, well, as poorly as you hit the ball last night, you need more than something on your ankle. I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to give you a hard time. I love you to death, and I do. I love that kid to death. I've been around him, had him in class. He's a great kid. I love to rag on him, too. He loves to give it back. That's the fun part of him. There goes Shore. That was in the turf as the count goes to 2-0. So run around in scoring position. The Rams threatening to dent the scoreboard here in the home first inning. Three balls and no strikes. Nice pitch at the knees. There you go. Three-one, a nice bunt down the third base side. This is going to be a tough play. Spike will throw. It's not in time, and everybody's safe. It'll be an infield single for Bloss, and they're at the corners.
The left fielder, number 15, Connor Thacker.
So Connor Thacker steps in. His first hacks tonight. Senior batting .333 on the season, 14 hits, 14 driven in, 2 doubles. He owns 2 home runs on the year, hit both of those in the same game. Shows bunt, looks this one down and away, 1-0. The long hold. There goes the runner. Pitch up and in. Bloss will take second base without a throw. So now the runner's in scoring position at second and third base for the Rams. And Thacker ahead 2-0. So Bivens will work from the windup. That one misses down and in. 3-0. Eli Lynn, the catcher, in the on-deck circle, will go next. It's Mike playing in at the cutout over at third base. Everybody else back. That one's inside, a 4-pitch wonk, and the bases are juiced.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 14, Eli Lind.
So the senior catcher of Eli Lynn climbs in, batting .269, 14 hits, 7 doubles on the season. I was breaking him down last night. He told me before the game night, he goes, boy, you really broke me down the way I hit. He said I either hit singles or doubles. He's got 14 hits, 7 doubles, 7 singles. That's, yep, makes it pretty easy. You don't have to be a math major to figure that one out. Corners in. So Lynn looks at the first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Pillows covered in Rams. Short third, Bloss at second, Thacker at first. Decent speed around the base paths for the Rams, trying to dent the scoreboard here in the home first inning. Breaky ball's fouled away. Lynn quickly in the hole, 0-2. Check our Court Sports trivia question coming up at the top of the next inning. We're going back in 1985 for today's question. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Here comes Bloss to the plate. Throw comes in. It's going to be cut off. It's going to be a 2 RBI double for Eli Lind, and the Rams lead at 2-0.
Now batting for the Rams, the designated hitter, number 12, Pregame Davidson.
Aiden Schaefer will come on to run for the catcher. So Brigham Davidson climbs in. Fouls this one off to the third base side. Davidson batting .286 on the season. Joe's bunt pulls that one back, and count evens at 1-1. Rams leading 2-0 on the 2 RBI single from Eli Lind. The 1-1. Down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike, excuse me. Second baseman Michael Pennington stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. Davidson started for the Rams last night, worked 3 innings, picked up the win, handed the ball off to Bloss to close out the 4th to get a little bit of work in. That's low, ball 3, excuse me. Davidson, a sophomore, settles himself in deep in that left-handed batter's box. Bivens from the stretch at the belt. The 3-1. Skyward over to the third base side. Dropping back is Smike. He'll make the catch in foul territory. There's 1 away in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So Michael Pennington comes in. Pennington batting .364. He's been hitting the ball very well as of late. 16 hits, 17 driven in. 3 doubles on the season. He has 1 triple. Big opportunity here to add to this 2-0 lead. I talked to him today at school, and he said at 1 at-bat last night when he fouled off like 4 pitches on the right-hand side, he said, I was trying to go Oppo Taco with that right-hand side and that wind blowing that direction. I said, you ain't got that power. Great jump by Thacker as he took that one on the pitcher. So both runners will advance 90 feet. And now Raceland 1 ball away from making it a 4-0 lead here in the first. So Thacker at third, Schaefer out at second. Pennington fouls this one away, and the count evens at 1-1. Rams lead at 2-0 on a 2 RBI single from Eli Lind. Lewis County had a grand opportunity back in the first inning after they put 2 on with nobody out, and nearly ended up in a triple play. On a sharply hit ball over to Landon Bloss at third base. He fielded it, stepped on the bag, and then fired it across to get the out. And then they had the runner at first base that was leaving towards second that froze and then came back to the bag. They tried to tag him thinking that they got the triple play, but instead the runner was out on force out at first base, was then unoccupied first base, and allowed him to come back to the bag. So Bivens laboring here in the first, getting ready to throw his 23rd pitch. And a 3-0-1 count to Pennington. This one's fouled away and the count goes full. Parker Ison, excuse me, in the on-deck circle. Would have loved to have had the instant replay on that one ball, but it was hit so quick there wasn't even time for the cameras to change. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. And the bases are juiced.
Now back to the Rams.
So Parker Ison comes in, but before he comes in, Seth Wallingford's going to have a word with his pitcher. And he is making a beeline to that bump out there to have the conversation. As the Rams lead at 2-0 here in this frame. And I'm not going to let Marty Mills use this stupid song to get me something on YouTube. He always gets me this one and then one other song, and I have to talk the entire time because if I don't, YouTube will give me a strike and I have to fix something on it from there. And I've talked to Marty so many times about this, and I've told him, you're killing me with that song. And he goes, but I love the Beatles. I've got to be able to have the Beatles, and he's not going to go away from it. But either way, Thacker's over at third. Schaefer running for Lind out at second base. Pennington on board with the walk. Ison coming to the plate. It was Shore getting on base with a hit by pitch. Bloss a bunt single, put runners at the corners. Thacker walked, and then Lind brought home 2 on a ball straight up the middle. Davidson with a flyout. Pennington a 4-pitch walk, and that's where we currently stand after the meeting at the mound commences as Mr. Heberlin breaks it up. And he and Coach Wallingford exchanging some pleasantries coming back from the visit at the mound. So Ison wearing double 1 tonight, usually wears number 2. But again, in one of the throwback jerseys, he and Parsons have to flip numbers. Ison a heck of a night last night with 4 for 4. 354 hitter is the junior. He's got the bases covered up with 1 out here in the frame. He floats this one out towards straightaway center field. Plank coming on. He's got a long run. He's going to make the catch. Thacker tags and starts toward home plate, but a strong throw will keep everybody at bay, and there's 2 down in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the right fielder, number 7, Kate.
So it brings in Kate Coldiron. Coldiron, 283 hitter, 13 hits, 7 driven in, 2 doubles. That's a huge out for the Lions as that allows everybody to settle back. First pitch down and away for a ball, 1-0. Gunnar Smith in the on-deck circle would go next. That would put all 9 coming to the plate here in the home first for the Rams. Leading at 2-0. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. Two 2-0 Rams, but an opportunity here to make it a big number if they can find a ball with some green grass. Here's a rocket out into the gap. Plank on his horse, runs it down and makes the catch and ends the inning. Nice play there by Connor Plank. The Rams thread for more, but they get 2. 2-0 after 1. Back after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Off to the top of the second inning. Hang on, my producer hit the wrong button. They're in the right spots tonight. There we go. Lewis County will send to the plate Reeder, Smike, and Attillion. Reeder was still at the plate at the last inning. Here's that last catch there by Plank on the Isons Cards and Collectibles instant replay. That was a heck of a play there, running that ball. That ball was well hit into the gap. So Reeder back at the plate and a fresh count. He fans at the first pitch and comes up empty. Reeder, Smike, and Attillion, a 3 that'll go. Did he offer? They said he did, so nothing in 2. Oh, 2 wide, 1 and 2. Parsons back to his motion. Off the end of the bat on a high hopper out to Ison. He'll field it with a bare hand, a low throw, but Shore with a smooth pick. 1 down in the inning. So the third baseman of Zane Smike comes in. Smike a .345 hitter, 10 hits, 6 driven in, 3 doubles. He rockets this one out toward left. Thacker coming on and make a shoestring catch. Coach Wallingford saying that ball was down, but he's going to get nothing. So a nice play there by Connor Thacker. So 2 down, base is empty, and Brody Detillian's in. First baseman swinging left-handed. Fouls this one straight back. 0-1. 282 hit, 282 batting average, 11 hits, 6 driven in, 2 doubles on the season. One and 1. That one's wide for a ball, 2 and 1. Two balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander back to work. Down the line, left side. Thacker at the building. He just ran through it. He's hit that building many times this year. I'm surprised they don't have like an outline of his body where he's gone through it a couple of times. You heard Eli Lynn there screaming, wall, wall, wall. That is the only angle in this ballpark that we don't currently have. Two balls, two strikes, two down, base is empty. Parsons trying to work a clean second. 2-2, swung on and missed. Lind will flip it down to first base and ends the inning. Lewis County goes quietly in the second. 2-0 Rams. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Go to Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the second inning, Smith, Shore, and Bloss coming up. Let's go check our Coach Sports trivia question. I didn't get a chance to get to it in the last inning. It went so quick. This day in Major League Baseball history, back in 1985, this rookie hits his first Major League home run. Who was he? And by the way, all four of these on your screen were rookies in 85. A. Paul O'Neill, B. Sean Dunston, C. Kirby Puckett, and D. Mariano Duncan. You can text me 606-571-7281. Give me your name and your selection, and we'll check the answer in the top of the fifth inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the center fielder, number 1.
So 9 at the top to the fifth inning for the Rams. Gunnar Smith will start us off. Smith, a .357 hitter, 15 hits, 10 driven in. First pitch misses for a ball. Two and 0. Already getting some answers coming in on the trivia question. Quick reactions on those. Smith's ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. Rams had a chance to make a huge inning in the first. Got 2 across on a 2 RBI single from Lind, but left the bases loaded. That's in there, called strike, 3-1. Russell Green up even at 1. Top of the third inning up in Russell. Here's a 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. And a leadoff man aboard for the Rams as Gunnar Smith reaches.
Now batting for the Rams, the first baseman, number 23, Caden Shore.
So go back to the top of the order, and Caden Shore. He was hit on his brand new shin guard on his left foot there. Had barely gotten settled into the ball game and took it off that brand new shin guard. Smith with great speed over at first base. There he goes. Pitches downstairs for a ball, and Smith takes Second base without a throw toward him. Rams running at will tonight. One-0 pitch called strike. 1-1. Honestly surprised they got that pitch with Jordan kind of jumping at it. Bill Haberlin's usually got a very tight strike zone. That pitch had to be there regardless. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Shore accomplished something last night that hadn't happened since like 1785 around Raceland. He recorded all 3 outs in the same inning. He flew out in the first inning to start the ball game and then hit into an inning-ending double play to end that same inning. We've got a hard time today at school about it. Fouls this one away, 1-2. And of course, you know, when you get onto Shore, he gets so bent out of shape. He's like, bro, come on now. I was like, come on, man. I said, you got to do more than that. I mean, you hit a little nubber back to the pitcher. I said, you know, Randy Vanderhoof was a kid the last time something like that happened. He's like 106 years old. The 1-2. Lays off that one. His count evens at 2-2. Shore walks up and down the hallway, and he'll give me a fist bump using he walks past. We'll talk baseball every once in a while. Had him in class last year. It was a fun year to have him in. 2-2. That one's down and away, and it's a full count. Smith leaks away from the bag out at second base as Ferguson holds him with a shadowed right behind him. Bivens set, and then we get time at the plate. Full count at the plate to the first baseman, Shore. The long hold, the payoff pitch. Lifted skyward, right side, Toller coming over. This one's got all kinds of trouble written on it, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Off the high hop, that's going to allow the run to come to score. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's not in time. And moving up to third base is Shore. It's going to be a 2-base hit and an error on Toller. It is not going to be an RBI, and it's going to be 3-0.
The third baseman, number 20, Landon Bloss.
So credit him with a double. Then Smith's going to come home on the fielding error by Toller. When he tried to field it, he lost control of the ball, and that allowed the Shore to move up as well. So Landon Bloss comes in at a bunt single his first time through. Shore stands out at third base with nobody out here in the home second. From the windup, Bivens kicks and deals. That one's in there at the top of the zone. A called strike. Count goes to 1-1 to the Rams' third baseman. I love the new angle. I just wish we would have tightened it up a little bit. We have a remote controller we can do that with. 1-1. Slow roller out toward Ferguson. He'll get around it, take the out at first base. That will get the run home, and it's 4-0 Rams. So an RBI ground out by Bloss. Base is empty.
The left fielder, number 15, Connor.
And that'll bring in the left fielder of Connor Thacker. So a productive out for Bloss. Thacker walked his first time through this evening. Thacker last night 1 for 3 with 2 driven in. Had a double. He looks a pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0. Yankees have jumped on the Guardians 1-0 after 2. Padres, Tigers, Reds, Marlins, Orioles, Nationals, Red Sox, Mariners all scoreless. This one's fouled straight back over top of me and out of play, 1-1. Later tonight, Phillies are at the Mets, Cardinals are at the Braves, Rockies at the Royals, Dodgers and Cubs up at Wrigley, White Sox at the Twins, Blue Jays are in Houston, Pirates at Anaheim, Rays are in Arizona. Giants are entertaining the Brewers, and the Rangers are out in Sacramento with the Athletics, the nameless Athletics, that is. Playing at a minor league ballpark until they get their new park ready in Vegas in a couple of years. The Oakland Coliseum, again, if they didn't get out of there soon, that place was going to collapse. And most of the time that the stadium was open, they had the top of it tarped off so you couldn't even get in the upper deck. But now they're just the A's. They're not the Oakland A's. 3-1 pitch, towering fly ball on the right side. That was going to get out of play. Count will go full, 3-2. The interesting part is going to be, because I have not heard if they've said anything about this yet, is when they do move to Vegas, are they going to change the name? You know, I haven't heard any announcements yet of what the new name is going to be, if it is going to be a new name. But baseball will be different if we don't have the A's. 3-2. Foul tip. That's off the home plate umpire mask and shoulder pad. And that'll rattle the cage of Mr. Bill Hebelin for a moment. He's a tough old cookie. He's been doing this for a long time. He does a phenomenal job at his craft as well. 3-2. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch down and away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 14.
So Eli Lynn steps in with 2 down, the base is empty. Had a 2 RBI single his first time through this evening. Brigham Davis in the on-deck circle would go next. Breaking ball lifted skyward, right side to Tillian. Makes the grab and ends the inning. Rams play 2 more, 4-0 after 2. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Top of the third inning, 4-0 Raceland. As this inning, 8-9 at the top, do up this inning for the Lions. Jordan Toller and Plank. We got a little bit of extended time here as we wait on Eli Lynn to come out. Let's take a look at our Coit Sports trivia question. Today in 1985, this rookie hits his first Major League home run. Who was he? Text me 606-571-7281. A. Paul O'Neill, B. Sean Dunston, C. Kirby Puckett, D. Mariano Duncan. And by the way, all of these were rookies back in 1985. We'll check the answer in the top of the 5th inning.
Now back to Lewis County, Jordan.
So the catcher, Parker Jordan, starts things off. Jordan, 154 hitter. Sun peeks out of the clouds and really brighten things up here at the ballpark. A dart to the outside corner with a fastball. 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate, count 0-2. Again, when you text me your answers, be sure to put your name in there with your selection, A, B, C, or D, so I can let you know who the winner is. No balls and 2 strikes to Jordan. Slow roller over toward first. Shore will take the flip off to Parsons. 3-1 for the putout. 1 down here in the third. So Bryson Toller, the right fielder, steps in. Toller, a .222 hitter, smoked his second hit of the season on the first pitch he saw last night. He roped it right back out the left. Looks a breaking ball. It gets in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Pops this one up over to short. Eisen makes the grab, 2 down. And back to the top of the order we go, and Connor Plank. Plank walked on 4 straight. Did the same thing yesterday to open the ball game. Here's the 1-0. Late swing on that one. Kind of evens at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 offering. Misses high for a ball. Some other notables on this date back in Major League Baseball history. Back in 1980, Nolan Ryan records his first win as an Astro, beating Cincinnati 8-0. 2-1. That one got away from him. The most interesting, and I started to go with this nugget tonight, but I was afraid I wouldn't get anybody to answer it. But in 1981, Dodgers rookie sensation Fernando Valenzuela pitches his 3rd shutout in 4 starts, struck out 11, and had the game-winning RBI and the only run of the ballgame that scored in a 1-0 win. Fernando Valenzuela, he was something else. Plank on for the second time today with a walk. So Brady McGlone, he laced one through in the 6th hole, his first time up today. So a 2-out base runner aboard for the Lions, trailing 4-0 here in the 3rd. Kyron Ferguson would go next if the inning continues. Parsons set high at the chest as Plank leaks from first base. Breaking ball stays upstairs, 2-0. McGlone last night, 1 for 2, had that 2-run home run in the 3rd. His first of the season. Check of the runner. McGlone awaits the 2-0. Happens upstairs as well, and it's 3-0. This is not what you want from your pitcher. You get 2 outs and then give up back-to-back walks. You got a 4-0 lead. Got to find your groove, find your release point again, and dial back in. And he does it with that one as he pipes that one right down Broadway for a 3-1 count. McGlone with the lone hit for the Lions this far in the ball game. That one's on the outside corner as the count goes full. Plank will get a head start on this pitch with 2 out of the frame. Parsons comes plateward and fans him. He blows it past him for the swinging strike to end the inning. Lewis County leaves 1. They trail it by 4. We head to the bottom of the 3rd after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Bottom of inning number 3, 4-0 Raceland, Davidson, Pennington, and Eisen, the 3 that'll go this inning. 1 hit for Lewis County, 3 for Raceland. Again, the Rams will be back in action Saturday when they go down to Owensboro in the All-A State Tournament.
Now batting for the Rams.
They made their way through the sectionals, knocking off Pikeville 5-2 last Friday. So they'll play Campbellsville, who beat Covington Holy Cross. And a Rams win on Saturday would move them into the semifinals Sunday morning at 8:30. And the first pitch to Davidson bounces off the turf and comes up and hits him. Davidson kind of looked like, do I really have to take first base?
Now batting for the Rams, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So the second hit batter by Bivens in the game, and that brings in Michael Pennington, who walked his first time through. Earned it off of a full count as well. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. Throw down is not in time. So Davidson swipes second base and the runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the third. The long hold, the pitch. 2-0. Chopper foul at the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Marlins are up on the Reds 1-0, bottom of the second. Nationals have jumped on top of the Orioles 2-0 after 1 in Washington. Red Sox and Mariners both have plated a run in the first inning. Red Sox still batting with 1 out in that frame. Yankees still in front of the Guardians 1-0, bottom of 3 in Cleveland. 4-0 our score here. Davidson out at second base with nobody out. Pennington gets this one down. It's a dandy. And it's going to have everybody safe. They're coming to the plate. There's nobody there, and coming home and sliding in safely is Davidson. That's going to allow Pennington to move out to second base and make it 5-0. Jordan fielded it, made the throw to first base, and then nobody came around, and Davidson never broke stride.
Number 11, Parker.
So it's an infield single on the bunt. No error. There was no error on it. It's now, no, the error comes on the overthrow that moves Pennington out to, yeah. Here's a bunt by Eisen, and this one's a dandy. You couldn't walk it out there and lay it down any better. There's nobody out at second base, and Eisen's going to go on to second base as the Rams are running at will, and Coach Wallingford's going to come out and have a word with his defense. So an infield single, and then nobody covering the bag out at second base. There was nobody within 90 feet of it. And that allows Eisen to move out. So now runners in scoring position at both second and third base. And still nobody out here in the visiting third inning, or the home third inning, excuse me. And Cade Coldiron coming up, who smoked one his last time through. Hit one deep in the gap. And Connor Plank made a heck of a running catch into the gap in left center field to end the inning. And that was huge because Raceland had the bases loaded and left them that way. So the meeting on the mound commences as Lewis County trying to stay away from the big inning here in the third. Rams have played at 2 in each frame. They've got 1 already here across in this inning. Corners come in as Cade Coldiron settles in. Bivens from the windup. This one's chopped over towards short. Ferguson's going to go to first base on the low throw. It will get the runner home. Moving up on the throw is Eisen. It's a productive out at 6-0 Rams.
Now batting for the Rams, the center fielder, number 1.
So he'll pick up an RBI. And Gunnar Smith comes in. Smith walked his first time through. Corner's pinched in looking for a bunt for Mr. Smith. He tries to chop at this one, and it's a foul ball. No, it's a fair ball. He pointed late. I thought I heard somebody say foul is the reason I said a foul ball, and then when he points into the center of the field. So it's an infield single. Runner stays put at the corner, so no one out, and first and third for the Rams will go back to the top of the order in Caden Shore. Shore hit a towering ball down the line and right. That one's at the belt. Smith swipes second base. So Shore with a big opportunity here to add to his RBI total. Last night went 0 for 3, drove in a run. On the season, 13 driven in. So count evens at 1-1. Sun has gotten out from behind the clouds, and it has turned into an absolutely breathtaking evening. Just a slight breath of wind, ever so slightly moving the flag. But you could not ask for a much better evening than what we're getting here tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shore. 2 on, 1 out. 2 already across the Rams' third. It's 6-0. He fouls this one away. Shore's a guy that you don't want to hang a breaking ball on, as he will deposit it over in the playground where he's already done 1 this year. He bounced 1 off the face of the school over in Campbell down the right field line. Hit 2 home runs in the same game. That one hit him. He's not going anywhere, though. It's 2-2. That one hit his sleeve. I watched it hit his sleeve as it went through. That's why he paused. Bivens back to work from the windup with a 2-2. Towering fly ball to left. McGlone camping under it. He'll make the catch. Tagging is Eisen. Here comes the throw toward the plate. It's cut off by the third baseman. It's a sacrifice fly, and it's 7-0 Rams.
Now batting for the Rams, the third baseman, number 20.
Smith stays put out at second base. So Landon Bloss comes in 1 for 2. Had a ground out RBI his last time through. Had a bunt single in his first at bat. Smith with a huge lead out at second base as he just keeps inching away from the bag. Bloss chops this one toward third. Backhand Smike settles and throws. Nice play there by the third baseman to end the inning. But the Rams played 3, and they lead at 7-0 through 3. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuffing our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
Top of the fourth inning, 7-0 Raceland. No runs, a hit, 2 errors for Lewis County, 7 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Rams. Thacker, no, wrong button. Wrong button. Let's try it again. He's got everything messed up now. You're still hitting the wrong button. 3, 4, and 5 to up this inning for the Lions. Ferguson, Ferris, and Reeder. You're fired. Ferguson 0 for 1 in the ball game, hitting to a double play his first time through. Almost turned into a triple play. He was swinging for the fences on that one. Comes up empty. It's 1-1. Nice pitch, but misses down and in. 2-1. Parsons back to work. That one's fouled away. Gets over onto the football field. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two in the turf, 3-2. Sun-drenched field here at Raceland. And what a difference a week makes. We were freezing to death last Tuesday night. Winds blowing at 30, temperature at 40. Here's a ball that is a bullet that gets out of here. That's over on behind the portalet for a foul ball. Ferguson's got long ball power. Nearly chased one out of there last night. Bouncing in right at the facing of the fence on a towering ball to left. 3-2. Hits a little nubber out. Just loses his footing at the plate. They'll take the out on the comebacker to Parsons. 1 away in the 4th. Parsons kind of froze there for a second, like, what am I supposed to do? Cam Ferris hit by a pitch his first time through today. Eli Lynn just saved Bill Heberlin. As a catcher, that's what you do. You take care of your umpire, and your umpire takes care of you. Two straight pitches in the turf. It's 2-0. Reeder in the on-deck circle to go next. Oh, excuse me, swing as this one dribbles up the first base line, but it's going to stay foul. 2-1. One down here in the fourth. That one's upstairs, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Just challenging with a fastball there. Granite leading 2-1 on Russell. The game in the top of the fourth inning. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Good AB here by Ferris. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming here. Three-two pitch, hacked foul. Ferris getting his money's worth on this time through. Parsons will try it again on a payoff pitch. This is down and in, ball four. So a good AB there by Ferris as he gets on for the second time of the ball game, this time with a walk. That'll bring in the designated hitter of Waylon Reeder. Before we do that, we'll get a visit to the mound from Chris Hughes. I'll get another check of the trivia questions. Still got some opportunities for you to get your answers in. 1985 on this date, this major leaguer hit his first home run of his career. Who was he? A. Paul O'Neill, B. Sean Dunston, C. Kirby Puckett, D. Marianne Duncan. Text me at the number 606-571-7281. We'll check the answer in the top of inning number 5. Some other numbers on this date. Back in 1991, Frank Thomas, the first Chicago White Sox player to hit a home run in the new Comiskey Park. He got an 8-7 win over Baltimore that evening. John Franco of the New York Mets, formerly of the Cincinnati Reds, becomes the first left-handed pitcher to reach 300 saves. He tossed a scoreless ninth and a 3-2 win over the Expos at Shea Stadium. And then, man that we talked about who also had something on this day, Sean Dunston. He made 4 errors in one game. That's not one you want to be in the record books for. That one typically doesn't get erased too easily. So John Reeder steps in. 1 on, 1 out. Comes up empty on that whiff. 0-1. Reeder grounded out to short his first time through. Was at the plate in the first inning when McGlone got picked off at second. That one gets away. Nice job there by Lynn to knock that one down. Keep the runner out at second base as he's getting beat to death tonight from Parsons, who was struggling with that changeup. Seven 0 Rams here in the visiting fourth. 2 in the first and the second, 3 more in the third. 1-1. Snap throw back over just in time for Ferris to get his hand back in. 2 balls and a strike. Now Marty Mills wants time. So the second meeting at the mound, this time from the head coach going out. Padres have surged in front of the Tigers 2-0 up in Detroit. Reds have evened things with the Marlins at 1 apiece, top of the third inning down in Miami. Nationals have extended their lead 3-0 over the Orioles in the bottom of the second inning. Mariners, Red Sox even at 1 after both played at a run in the first frame. Phillies Mets underway. They're scoreless top of the first up in New York. Braves Cardinals will get a scoreless first as well. And we're going to get a new pitcher. As looks like Gunnar Smith's going to come on to throw. We'll step out for a break. We'll break it down when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
New pitcher on the bump is Caden Smith. I was looking out whenever they made the change, and I didn't see the third outfielders because Connor Thacker was still over in left. So Caden Smith comes in, the freshman, making his 5th appearance on the season without a record. A 3.94 ERA, 5 1/3 innings of work, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. 3 runs allowed. All 3 of those have been earned. Hard-throwing right-hander, as only a freshman, will take over for Briar Parsons as he hands the ball over with 1 out here in the 4th. Both the batter and the runner at first base still belong to Parsons. 7-0 Rams here in the top of inning number 4. This one's fouled away. 2-2. Right down the pipe at the knees, called strike 3. So 2 out in the inning.
Now batting for Lewis County, Smike.
And Zane Smike comes in, 0 for 1. Flew out to left. His first time through. A diving catch by Thacker. That one runs inside, nearly gets him. Detillion would go next if the inning continues. Right-hander comes set. The 1-0. Half-hearted swing as it's 1-1. One and 2. Doing a really good job of pounding that ball away and getting that open stance swing from Smike to come up empty. 1-2 pitch, floated out into the gap. That one's going to tumble in there for a base hit. Nice job there by Zane Smike to pick up the second hit of the ball game for the Lions. A 2-out hit with now 2 on in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting for Lewis County, Detillion.
Brody Detillion comes in. Struck out his first time through this evening. Nice job there by Lynn. He's done a phenomenal job behind the plate tonight of smothering balls off the turf, keeping all those runners at bay. It's one thing as a coach you like to see if your catcher goes to work and takes his craft seriously to the point to where There's not a ball that's going to get past you for any point or any reason. You do what you have to do to keep that ball in front of you. That's what Lynn has done tonight. The 2-0. Happens chopped foul at the plate, 2-1. Now, hang on. The field umpire calls. He immediately signaled foul. That's the concern. Yeah, that's the correct ball. The ball did connect on him. So the umpire did not see the ball come up and get him. Our field umpire did. He immediately threw his hands up. You saw him there on your screen, signifying a foul ball. So count goes to 2-1. Little nubber out towards short. Ison will take the short route to second base and in the inning. Lewis County leaves a pair. 7-0. We go to the bottom of the fourth after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Due up this inning for the Rams. Thacker, Lind, and Davidson. 3, 4, and 5. So the book is closed on Briar Parsons. He goes 3 1/3. 1 hit, no runs. Strikes out 2, walks 3, hits a batter. Hands it off to Caden Smith.
Now batting for the Rams, the left fielder, number 15, Connor Thacker.
So Connor Thacker will start things off. Thacker a walk and a strikeout. Rams have plated at least 2 runs in each of the first 3 frames. They had 3 in the last inning. Goose eggs for the Lions. One ball, one strike. Now Thacker's going to go up the line and have a word with Marty Mills. Beautiful evening here at Raceland. Sun-drenched field. Had some cloud cover early, but it's drifted away and has turned into a beautiful evening. 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Bivens getting ready to offer his 70th pitch of the contest. Two one to Thacker. That went downstairs, 3-1. Here's a 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. So Thacker starts things off with his second walk of the ball game. And leadoff walk has him on board and brings in the catcher, Eli Lind, who's 1 for 2. Lind batting .269 on the season. Last night, Lind 1 for 3 with a double and 2 driven in. High throw as Detillion reaches up to pull it back in. Rams have run at will tonight. There goes Thacker. Pitch is a called strike. Thacker will take second base. And a runner in scoring position for the Rams here in the 4th. Trying to add to this 7-0 lead. Again, if they can push 3 more across and hold suit in the top of the 5th, this game will come to a close in a shortened run rule fashion. Lind crowding that inner half of the plate. He flares one into right field and a base hit. Here comes Thacker to the plate. He's going to come in easily. It's going to be an RBI single for Eli Lind, his 3rd RBI of the ball game. It's 8-0.
Now batting for the Rams, the designated hitter, number 12, Pregame Davidson.
Get him on, get him over, get him in. That's the name of the game, and Raceland's been doing that really well here tonight. Good night at the plate and behind the dish for Eli Lind. So Pregame Davidson comes in 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. He popped out to third his first time through. Aiden Schaefer running for the catcher over at first base. There he goes. First pitch is a called strike. Schaefer goes in easily at second base. Davidson starts to offer and lays off. 3 for 3 last night. 4 runs scored, drove in 3, had a double for the sophomore who picked up the victory from the bump in 3 innings of work. 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, struck out 5 and walked a batter. 1-1 pitch, swung on a missed. Bivens has done a good job tonight. I mean, again, the 8 runs has been given up. It's a lot of that is because of the fact of he's dealt with base runners in every frame early on in the count. That one's wide for a ball, 2-2. Squirts this one out toward McGlonan left. He'll make a catch on the ball diving downward. And one out here in the 4th.
Now batting for the Rams, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So Michael Pennington steps in. Pennington 1 for 1. Had a bunt single his first time through, walked in his first at-bat. Last night, Pennington 2 for 3, 3 runs scored. Had a walk in that 19-3 win in 4 innings. He crushes this one out towards short. Ferguson will take it to first base. That will move the runner to third, and there's 2 down in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the shortstop.
I like Ferguson there just saying, okay, I got to look at third because Schaefer was breaking on the play, but I'm going to take the sure out here and goes to first base and gets the out. So 2 down, runner at third down. Parker Ison comes in 1 for 2. Hacks at that one and comes up empty. Ison had a big night last night, 4 for 4, 2 driven in, had a double, scored 1 run. Just misses for a ball, 1-1. Raceland last night productive in the 5, 6, and 7 hole. Of the 15 hits they produced, 9 of those came from those 3 batters, Davidson, Pennington, and Eisen. Bivens a long hold. And now time requested. 8-0 Rams here in the 4th. The 1-1. Hard hit ball into the gap. Plank on his horse trying to run it down, and he will do so, backpedaling to the warning track to be in the inning. Eisen hits it well, but Plank runs it down. We've played 4 here in Ramland. 8-0 our score. Back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Top of the 5th inning, 8-0 Raceland. To up this inning, Jordan, Toller, and Plank, 8-9 in the top. Check our Kool Sports Trivia question with an out in this inning. Didn't have as many answers tonight that I expected. Had a ton last night. I thought tonight was a fairly easy question, too. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance for home, health, and auto. See Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, located in Flatwoods, and by the Sparks Funeral Home, located in Grayson. So Parker Jordan starts things off 0-for-1. He chops this one back. It's going to be a tough play. Eisen fields it. Running throw. Did he get him? No. They'll say he pulled away from the bag. I'm going to go with an infield single. That was going to be a tough play no matter what happened. So we get a courtesy runner for the catcher as Helpenstein comes on to run. And now Bryson Toller comes in. Toller popped out to Eisen at short his first time through. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Lewis County. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Rams. (1-0) lifted skyward to the left. Thacker coming in. Cam Sunder, can of corn, makes a catch. 1 out. Take a look at our Kool Sports Trivia question. 1985 on this date. This rookie hits his first Major League home run. Who was he? Well, it was C. Kirby Puckett. Only hit 4 home runs in his rookie season. Went on to become a Hall of Famer in 2001. Hit 207 total in his career. Our correct answer first came in from Kenny Anderson. So, Kenny, congratulations. You are the winner of tonight's trivia question. So, Connor Plank, 2 walks in the ball game. First one he took on 4 straight. Shows the bunt and punts this one up toward third. Bloss with a running throw. Nobody's at third base as they got him on the back pick. Take a look at this on the Ison's Card and Collectibles instant replay. I think we got a little bit too late. Yeah, we got that part of it. There we go. So Lewis County runs himself out of an inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Time to stretch. 8-0 Rams. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Go to Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 8-0 Raceland. Cold Iron Smith and Shore, 8-9 at the top, do up this scene for the Rams. 2 runs will end it. Give Raceland a 7-game winning streak. They pick up their 14th win of the season. More importantly, move them to 4-0 in district play with Greenup coming up on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Rams will like to keep this thing rolling going into the All-A state tournament down in Owensboro on Saturday, when they'll play Campbellsville. A win there takes them into the semifinals Sunday morning at 8:30. A victory in that game would play in the championship at 1:30. And then they'll play Greenup down in Lloyd on Monday. They'll be back here on Tuesday. Lewis County with Russell next week. So look at Russell on Monday at Russell, and then they'll have the Devils in Vanceburg on Tuesday. We'll have both of those games here on Kool TV. On Tuesday, the Rams and the Lions. 2 balls and no strikes to Cade Cold Iron. .20 pitch called strike. Going back to Kirby Puckett. Finished with a .318 batting average, 414 doubles, 207 home runs, 1,085 RBIs in 1,783 games. He was a phenomenal ball player. That just, I mean, he didn't look like a typical left fielder. Looked more like a third baseman. Man, he ran, but when he got that power going, there was no doubt about it. And he did so much of that up in Minnesota in years that there just wasn't a whole lot there with him. 3-1 to Cold Iron. That one dives in there as the count goes full. Payoff pitch. Chopper up the third base line. It's going to be a tough play for Smike. He'll go bare hand and a throw. Not in time. An infield single for Cade Cold Iron on a slow roller up the line at third. Smike did everything he could possibly do and did it perfectly. Went meat hand and fired it across. But Cold Iron got out of the box nicely and was able to get there before the throw. So Rams pick up their 8th hit of the ball game. And now Gunnar Smith comes in. There goes the runner. And that one hits Gunnar Smith as he gets hit for the 2nd consecutive evening. So the game-winning run is on board. And we're going to get a call to the bullpen for the Lions. Nobody out, bottom of the 5th inning. Call to the bullpen. We'll tell you about it when we return after this on Kool TV.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
New pitcher for the Lions is the right-hander of Caden Stevenson. Stevenson making his 8th appearance on the season. Comes in with an 0-4 record, a 7.19 ERA, 24 and in 3rd innings of work, 32 hits given up, 14 strikeouts, 12 walks, 36 runs, 25 of those have been earned. He'll inherit 2 runners on base of Kool and Smith, and the top of the order of Caden Shore coming to the plate. Stevenson only a sophomore. So the Rams with 2 on. The winning run standing at first base in Gunnar Smith, which would bring this game to a run-ruled, shortened 10-0 victory, and the Rams to 4-0 in 63rd District play. Granite has extended their lead over Russell, now 6-1, top of the 5th inning. So the sun starting to dissipate in behind some cloud cover. Caden Shore steps in 1 for 1. A double and RBI has been hit by a pitch tonight. Tillian playing in front of Smith over at first base. Trying to guard of a bunt if he would try to put one down the first base line. You're going to try to bunt here, you're going up the third base line. One-0 at the knees, called strike 1-1. Reds have moved in front of the Marlins 2-1 through 4.5 down in Miami. Red Sox now lead the Mariners 2-1. Padres in front of the Tigers 2-0. Phillies Mets even at 1. Beautiful evening. Sun got out, got nice and cool, comfortable here. Sun is starting to get behind those clouds drifting down the way on US 23. Just a little bit of a crisp piece to the air. Not bad. 1-1 pitch misses upstairs, 2-1. Again, for some of the weather we saw last week, I would take this all night long, bottle it up, and take it all year long. 71 first pitch. Stevens is 2-1. Hard hit ball out in the gap in right center. McGlone has a beat on it. Caps under it, makes the catch. One away in the inning.
Now batting for the Rams, the 3rd baseman, number 20, Landon.
So Landon Bloss comes in 1 for 3. RBI ground out. Go with a bunt single. Stevenson trying to pitch out of the jam here in the 5th. Bloss fouls this one away on the first base side over to the football field. Cold Iron at second. Smith over at first. 8-0 Rams here in the home 5th. Stevenson long pause in the pitch. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Loss came up empty on that one. The 0-2. Breaking ball swung on a miss, strike 3. 2 down.
Now back for the Rams, the left fielder, number 15, Connor Thacker.
Connor Thacker comes in. 0 for 1, 2 walks and a strikeout. That's right down Broadway, a called strike 0-1. Eli Lind in the on-deck circle would go next if the inning continues. 8-0 Rams with the clinching run aboard over at first base. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Stevenson coming in here, pumping in strikes and challenging the Rams hitters, and right now staying on top. Trying to slam the door on what would be the only inning the Rams have not scored in. The 0-2 to Thacker. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So the Rams leave 2 on board. They get none in the 5th. 8-0 as we go to the 6th after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Top of the 6th inning, 8-0 Raceland. McGlone, Ferguson, and Ferris 2-3 and 4 up this inning for the Lions. So close the book on Bivens. He goes 4+, 8 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. Struck out 1, walked 4. He hit 3. Cardinals have taken a 2-0 lead on the Braves, top of the 3 down at SunTrust. White Sox and Twins underway, scoreless after 1. Dodgers lead the Cubs 3-0 going to the bottom of the 1st inning out at Wrigley. Orioles Rockies even it in a scoreless affair after 1. So Bob McGlone 1 for 2 with a strikeout, steps in. Fans at the first pitch he sees and comes up empty. Sun almost gone here at the ballpark. Lights coming on over top the stadium. A 1 breaking ball in there, called strike. Big sweeping hook. The 0-2. Fouled away. Be the site of the 63rd District Tournament coming up at the latter part of May. 16th Region Tournament this year at Boyd County. 0-2. High hit ball out to left, but right at Thacker. No problem with that. 1 down in the 6th. Softball also here. Softball region at Rowan County this year. Kyron Ferguson 0 for 2 steps in. He ropes this one into left for a 1-out single. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Lions. And now Cam Ferris steps in. A walk and a hit by pitch today. It's a bleeder down the line. Shore trying to hustle to it and can't get there. Cade Coldiron on his horse trying to get there as well, could not do so. There's the 0-1. Breaking ball. This one's roped to left. Lions hitters coming alive here in the 6th as Ferris picks up his first hit of the contest. And now 2 on for Waylon Reeder, who's 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. This one's off the end of the bat out to Coldiron and right. He'll camp under it, make the catch. Here comes the throw toward third. It'll be cut off by Eisen as that will allow Ferguson to move up, and there's 2 down in the inning. So now Zane Smike climbs in 1 for 2. Singled in a little flare to center in his second time through the order today. Runners at the corners. 2 down in the inning. Smith trying to keep it at a goose egg for the Lions here in the 6th. First runner to make it to third base in the contest this evening. One to 0. Brody Detillion waits in the on-deck circle, would go next if Smike reaches. 5 hits for the Lions, but no runs to speak of. Runners at first and third, but 2 down here in the visiting 6th inning. Smith, the check of the wristband. Check of Ferris over at first base, diving back in safely. That one's through the whole left side, base hit. It's going to be an RBI single for Smike, and the Lions snap the snide. It's 8-1. Brody Detillion 0 for 2 comes in, a strikeout and grounded into a fielder's choice. One and 0. First and second with 2 down. In at the belt, 2-0. Chopped foul over into the first base dugout. 2 balls and a strike to the Lewis County first baseman. Oh, foul ball hit our cameras, I've been told.
I was wondering why everyone went, oh.
2-1, lifted skyward. Shortstop has this one taken care of. Eisen makes the catch and ends the inning. We head to the bottom of inning number 6, 8-1 Raceland. Back after this on Kool TV. Did it take it out?
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Off to the bottom of the 6th inning. Trey's struggling tonight. Good news is that our first base camera is still alive. That camera's been through a lot in the last week. It got absolutely just drenched down here last week, and then we had all that rain and the thunderstorms and stuff. And then here just a moment ago, it took a foul ball, and it knocked it. It was out of sorts for just a bit. We had to reset. It's back and ready to go now. So 3, 4, and 5 do up this inning. Or excuse me, no. 4, 5, and 6, Lynn, Davidson, and Pennington. Typically used to Lynn batting in that 3-hole, but they've shifted the lineup around last night. And it's worked out pretty well. Lynn 2 for 3, 3 runs driven in. Had 2 in his first at-bat, singled home 1 last time through. Tries to stay back on the breaking ball, and it gets out of play. Eight-1 Rams in the 6th. Now he gets behind him. 1-1. Lewis County plated their only run of the ball game in the visiting half of this inning. On an RBI single from Zane Smike. 2 balls and a strike to the catcher. Hard hit ball in the gap, and that was headed to the wall for extra bases. Lands on his horse. He's going to motor out to second base. He'll slam on the bases there and pick up another double. Back-to-back nights for him with doubles. That's his 8th of the season.
Number 12, Pregame, Davidson.
And a good start for the Rams. Here in the 6th. Stevenson, or Aiden Stevens out to run, or excuse me, Aiden Schaefer to run, and Brigham Davidson comes in 0 for 2. Davidson a pop out, hit by a pitch, and lined out the left. Schaefer leaks away from second base. Quick throw by back that gets away from Ferguson. He started to feint toward third, and then the ball just dead, and Ferguson was going to have him dead to rights out at third base. So he scampers back into second base and stays there. Try to throw back in again. Brisk evening here in Ramland as we approach the 2-hour mark in this ball game. A 1 pitch upstairs, 1-1. Trey, you're on your what? 18th inning, 17th inning today? You had 11 in the KCU game today in the 6th year. Look at 18 innings in one day. 1-1. And when he gets away from Stevenson, count goes to 2 balls and a strike to the designated hitter, Davidson. If we go into the 7th, it'll be 8-9 in the top for the Lions. Lynn led things off with a double to right center, his 8th of the season. Here's the 2-1. A little flare down the third base side, and that one's bending foul. 2-2. Guardians have taken the lead over the Yankees, now 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th in Cleveland. Reds have extended their lead over the Marlins, now 3-1, top of the 6th in Miami. Nationals have added 2 more on the Orioles. It's 5-0 Nats, bottom of the 5th, up in Washington. Mets in front of the Phillies now 2-1, and the White Sox leading the Twins 1-0. Cubs answer back in the bottom half of the 1st. They've got 4 over to snap the 3 runs that the Dodgers plated, and they lead at 4-3. Here's a ball right back up the middle. That's at Ferguson. He'll step on the bag. 2 down. We take a look at it on the Isons Carden Collectibles instant replay. Hard to do much with that one. Right at him, steps on the bag. Double play. So Michael Pennington comes in 1 for 2. Base is empty for Pennington. Big breaking ball sweeps in there for a called strike, 0-1. One just misses inside. That's going to hit him. So Pennington on board with a hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Rams, the shortstop, number 11, Parker.
And Parker Ison steps in. I'll tell you this, if you are looking for a PTC camera like what we see here that's using on your screen, you're looking for a one that's a Warrior, I can hook you up. Camera you're looking through right here went through a rainstorm. It went through a ball hit to it. And an Isons Cards and Collectible instant replay is going to end the inning as Michael Pennington's going to be cut down out at second base trying to snag the bag. We played 6, 8-1 Rams. Back after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
We go to the top of the 7th inning, 8-1 Raceland. 8-9 in the top, due up this inning for the Lions. Yeah, they had a chance to just bow out. And they have done anything but. They've clawed and scratched here late. And at least pushed it into the final frame. Parker Jordan starts things off, 1 for 2. Breaking ball stays upstairs, 1-1. Jordan singled on a high chopper to short, right behind the mound. That's a dart on the outside corner, 1-2. One-two pitch fouled away. One-two. Breaking ball swung and a miss. Strike 3. One down here in the 7th. Lynn just about threw that one into right field. Hey, for the night he's had, I could let him away with he throws one away, trying to throw it away to where it's supposed to go. So Bryson Toller steps in 0 for 2. Toller pop out and a fly out. A towering fly ball out in the gap in left. Thacker chasing it down. That ball is up against the fence and hops across. That's going to be a ground rule double for Bryson Toller as he cranks that one and nearly gets it out of here. His first double of the season. Narrowly missing a long ball. So back to the top of the order we go, and Connor Plank, excuse me. That was in there to called strike. 0 for 1 with a pair of walks for Plank. Hard hit ball out to second. Pennington will go to 1. 2 down in the inning. Toller over to third base. The Lions down to their final out of the ball game as Braden McGlone steps in. Bob's 1 for 3. Singled through the 6 hole his first time through. A strikeout swinging and a fly out to left. Ferguson in the on-deck circle would go next. He looks at a first pitch breaking ball that's in there for a called strike. The 0-1. Fastball down and away. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the left fielder, McGlone. Two one. Fouled away. 2-2. The 2-2. Breaky ball, and this one's laced into left and a base hit. That's going to play to run. It's a 2-out RBI single for Bob McGlone, 8-2. I think, if anything, that you coach ask Coach Seth Wallingford what he gets from his team, as he likes the grit that he's got out of him here in the last couple of innings. Down 8-0 with the game-clinching run on base for the Rams, and they got out of the inning by Stevenson picking up a pair of strikeouts. Here's a hard hit ball down the line into left field. Thacker will pull that one out of there and fire it back in, but the Lions showing some life here in the 7th. And Chris Hughes is going to have a visit to the mound. So Lions have plated 2 in the last 2 innings, and they've rattled around a few hits, 9 hits to be exact here in the ball game to match Raceland's 9. The big difference is that Raceland's plated 8 runs and Lewis has only got across 2. But they're making Mr. Smith work here in this one. And he's going to have the opportunity to pick up the victory in this one, as both he and Parsons have both worked 3 1/3 innings. So if he can record this last out, he'll have 3 2/3, and that'll qualify him for the victory. So Cam Ferris dives in, 1 for 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Lions threatening, try to have a big inning here in the final frame. Doing it in the meat of their order. Ferris last night 0 for 2. A 1 pitch swung on a missed. 0-2. Ferris all the way up on the grip. 0-2 pitch. Misses away. 1-2. The 1-2 offering. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McGlone at second, Ferguson at first. Pair of 2-out singles by both. Cam Ferris trying to keep things alive. 2's wild across the board. Chopper toward the 6 hole. That one's going to find its way into left field. McGlone starts to come toward the plate. He'll slam on the brakes, and the bases are loaded here in the 7th. A seeing eye single that found its way through on a great dive there by Ice, and it could knock it down. So the pillow's covered up in Lions here in the 7th. Things getting interesting here in the latter part of this ballgame as Waylon Reeder climbs in 0 for 3. A ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out. Nothing in 1. Reeder quickly down, 0-2. Bases juice for the Lions here in the 7th. The 0-2. Out to center, right at Gunnar Smith. He'll make the catch, and that's your ball game. Rams win it, 8-2, your final. We'll break it down when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Go to Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
8-2 your final. Raceland wins it. Rams played 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 more in the fourth. They go scoreless in their final 2 at-bats as Caden Stevenson comes in and slams the door there in the fifth with a pair of strikeouts and keeps it at an 8-0 ball game. Raceland had the game-clinching run on board there in the fifth with only 1 out when they went to the bullpen and brought in Stevenson, and he was solid the rest of the way. Lewis County got him some runs, gave him 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. They had the bases loaded, but could not play anything else, and they fall here tonight 8-2. We'll take a final break. We come back, final numbers and our box score, and we'll wrap things up here from Ramland. Rams win it 8-2. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
8-2 your final as we go through our final box score. Lewis County puts up 10 hits tonight to Raceland's 9. 2 hit evenings for Bob McGlone, Kyron Ferguson, and Cam Ferris. Also Zane Smike. Smike and McGlone had RBIs in the ball game. Bryson Toller with a double from the bottom of the order. That's the lone extra base hit for Lewis County this evening. For the Rams, 9 hits, 3 of those coming from Eli Lynn, who just happens to pop on your screen there. Good timing for him. 3 runs driven in, including a 2 RBI single in the first inning. had a double in his last time through. He was the only person with a multi-hit evening, as well as he and Caden Shore the only extra base hits for the Rams this evening. Final pitching looks like this. Bivens goes 4 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. Strikes out a batter, walks 4. He'll take the loss. Caden Stevenson goes 2 innings, a hit, no runs, strikes out 2, does not walk a batter. Briar Parsons goes 3 1/3, 1 hit, no runs, struck out 2, walked 3. Caden Smith goes 3 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned, struck out 2, did not walk a batter. He's going to take the win. Final box score looks like this for Lewis County: 2 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They leave 9 runners on base. For Raceland, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They leave 7 runners on base. 2 hours and 10 minutes to decide this when Raceland picks up the victory, their 14th of the season. They move to 4-0 in 63rd District play with 2 games yet to go, with Greenup County coming up next week. Monday down at Greenup, here Tuesday night for the final 63rd District seeding contest for Lewis County. They'll have a game at Russell on Monday. They'll go back home in Vanceburg on Tuesday. We'll have both of those Tuesday games here on Kool TV. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. A hat tip to my crew, Trey Collier and Philip Rourke. Phenomenal job by them. Big thanks to Seth Wallingford, Coach Marty Mills for sending me lineups so we can get everything built throughout the day. And, of course, all the great folks here at Raceland Worthington Schools. 8-2 your final. Rams win it. 14th win on the season. 7 in a row as they get ready to head off to Owensboro in the state championship round for the All-A. That'll do it for our broadcast. For Trey Collier, Philip Rourke, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carr saying so long, and thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams baseball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams baseball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.